Hi everybody, I'm going to show you how to start a zentangle. So a zentangle is basically just a structured pattern. So what you're going to do is first create the structure for your zentangle. So you could either use a word and then color in that word and use the word as a structure, or you could draw an image, an outline of a shape. Silhouettes work really good, so that part is up to you. So this first example I wrote my last name. So you don't have to do bubble letters. I just did. It's just a way to break up the page. I could also add some things like a line behind and kind of create like stripes to create more sections. And then when I have a pretty good idea of how it's chunked up, then I can create patterns within those sections. So if I wanted to, I could even do like a brick and mortar kind of vibe and add some more lines throughout to make my sections even smaller. I personally like smaller sections because I don't feel they're as overwhelming then once I break it down into smaller chunks, but that's totally up to you as the artist. So once I have my sections, then I could just go in and start filling in with patterns in my spaces, right? And we kind of want to just use one color. So here's my Sharpie. I'm just kind of filling in with different patterns. If you run out of pattern ideas, you can always research some on the internet. That's always a good resource. So there's an example. I could start filling in with patterns. The other example I had was to create a contour of an object or just draw something kind of simple and break it up that way. That's totally up to you. And then again, same kind of concept. You just start filling in with different patterns. And you can add different, you can kind of repeat them too if you want. Some people like to do that to kind of create some flow and some unity in your zentangle. You could also create just other flowy patterns, like freehand them to create sections that are also kind of patterns at the same time. And you just kind of fill in and then keep going. But the whole point of a zentangle is this should be relaxing and it should also be fun. So don't think too hard about it. If you mess up too, I like to just go over it and make it into something else. So if you feel like you didn't like that line, well, make your line thicker and cover it up. Up to you how you do it. You are the artist. So trust yourself, have fun, keep filling in. So that's an idea. If I wanted to just freehand it completely and not have any type of structure other than like a doodle, you also can do that. And you can just kind of scribble and break up with no rhyme or reason, just kind of put lines across and then see what it turns into. You definitely don't have to have like a word or an object. You could also just kind of doodle and then make your sections and then fill in your sections. So what I like to do when I zentangle is make larger patterns first, and then sometimes I even like to go as far as adding smaller patterns into the larger patterns and just keep repeating. So practice using your different lines, practice using your different patterns, and have fun with your zentangles. Let me know if you have questions.